Hey, buddy.
Hey,
How's it
what's up?
going, dude?
Going great. It's good morning.
Look, we got some good news today, eh?
Wait, you talking to me like you're talking to Claxton? I'll say that.
I'm just, I'm just like it's exciting news, eh? Like question mark?
Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, man, totally. So I got news that I'm in for the top 15. Was on the outside for past couple of weeks since a guy ran, Tom Hogan ran a time at Frankfurt, I think, and it kind of bumped me out. And then some people couldn't come, so I got the email today. I'm in. I'm going.
Dude, I'm so excited for you. I am supposed to be slightly impartial, and I am sort of, but I like you as a person, and hey, go USA.
Do I like yes? Do I fill in your like woods spot for hybrid racing? Like we always pick me.
I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of relationship. I do want to share this though. Let's take a quick photo. Like smile pretty. And I'm going to put a link to this on YouTube. And I want to go over these names with you because
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun. Do a little preview of the preview. Now, me, Jack Bauer, and Dave Claxton, the most knowledgeable of hybrid racing outside of, say, yourself, are going to have a nice little preview episode that we're going to do. But let's do a little preview to the preview. Let me just take a Momo. Can I just take a Momo
Yeah, that's fine.
to share this link? I can't believe the event's here, by the way.
Yeah, it's a bit. We were just talking before. It's busy for you. Back to back. Are you gonna do back to back? Are you gonna be able to get to Big Bear, or is this
Oh, I'm 100% going to Big Bear.
nice?
100%. Land in Vegas on Friday. Theo and I will be bringing you wall to wall Hyrox coverage for 2 days, Friday, Saturday. Drive to Big Bear, try to do some Big Bear coverage. Not try, successfully bring you some Big Bear coverage. Probably not definitely not a full live stream, and then back to Vegas, and then fly out of Vegas. So let's bring up the list. Let's change the window here. Chrome tab. Huh. Well, I got to open it first, I think. Mail? Is that it? Oh, hang on. I'm afraid. I don't want you guys to see my mail. That would be scary.
Yeah, nothing's coming through. Just your face.
Just your face. Hang on. I mean, that's the last thing you want to see is Matt Davis's mail.
I thought you were gonna say face. Where are you staying in Vegas?
Where are you staying in Vegas?
I'm gonna book an Airbnb. Just that's kind of close to the convention center. They're all pretty expensive right around there.
Well, that's Vegas for you. Let me hang on. Let me pull up this list here. Hang on. Now it's saying my screen isn't sharing. I got a new computer. Hate to brag, but I got a new computer, and now all the permissions are fucked up.
Did you go Mac?
Well, I always go Mac, but I went up a level or
Nice.
two or two.
I've been thinking. Oh, nice. Really? I've been thinking about it for a while. I like my computer. I think is like 2016. Is it 2015 or 16? So it's like have some years on it. Maybe before that. No,
Well,
14.
well, I basically, if you look at what I do now, it's almost all podcast and video, and I need a machine that can handle as such. So just decided to go up a level. Where the hell? Hang on. Sorry, guys. Share screen. Wait till this thing says it can't share, and then I got to see what it tells me to do. Please update system permissions to allow screen recorder for. All right. Sorry, guys. Why don't you start? Why don't you start talking about the men's field while I pull it up? Okay.
I'll just start talking. Sure.
Just start talking.
So the men's field. I mean, up top, it's going to be very interesting. So I was 17th after all of the qualifications in terms of my time. Unfortunately, Toby Lutvin, I for whatever reason can't make it. So he was taken out, which he had the second fastest time this year. He broke the world record twice, 2 times in a row, and then Hunter broke it at Dallas. So Toby was in really rare form. So unfortunately, he's not going to be there, which kind of changes the dynamic up front, where it was going to be kind of like this three-headed monster like Hunter, Kent, Tobias, and maybe this kid Tim Vinish, who is over, who's a really young German athlete. But now it's kind of looking like Hunter and Kent are going to be banging heads up front without Toby there. So things definitely change on that end. And then Alexander Ronkovic, he got second, I believe, last year at the World Championships. is right in that mix too. He's actually raced in the United States before in Dallas, and didn't go great for him. So he like knows what he's up for with those sleds, where I think most people are not going to know what's going on with the sleds here. How you doing on your end?
Just keep talking. I was trying to get you just your screen to come up, but I can't. But just keep talking for a while till I can find this stupid thing. Sorry, guys.
Cool. So I'm just going to go down sequentially. So
just go down the list. Go down the list.
Dominic Malzahn, who had a really kind of a breakout race at Maastricht, who finished second at the European Championship, had a monster wall ball and qualified with a time 59.16. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know too much about him besides that one specific race. Then there's Thomas Verdick, who also qualified at Maastricht. He was under, so he's always been a kind of a guy who's been in that mid-tier pack. Then Holger Corner, who I don't know too much about. Dylan Scott, what else can we say? We don't have to say anything about Dylan Scott. Absolute workhorse, complete beast. Keeps getting better, working crazy workouts and crushing. So he qualified at Dallas, where he actually bumped me out. That was kind of a bummer because that's my guy. It was a race that I was in. He crushed. I didn't. So that left me outside of the top 15 there. So I'm pumped for him. He's just going to have a good race. I think he was 5th at the World Championships last year, 5th or 6th, right behind Magida. And then Tom Hogan, who is one of the older athletes in the field. Him and Jeffrey Voisin, who I actually skipped over, are both in that 40 to 44 age group classification. Jeffrey qualified at Madrid, which was one of the faster courses this year. And Tom qualified at Frankfurt, which was one of the slower courses. So, and he was only a little bit behind Tim Vinish at that race. So Tom could be in the mix. He was over, I think, training with Hunter for a little bit. Good athlete. Just we're going to see how he can do in a field so deep. Dieter also qualified at Maastricht. Faster, very fit person. Then there's Cole Schwartz, USA, qualified at Madrid. He was 5th at the North American Championship. Martin Michelius and Michael Sandbach kind of rounded up. Michael's going to be an interesting one with the 14th qualifier who comes in right in front of me. He was right in that mix. If you remember the European Championships, he was 2nd coming into the wall balls and pushing Tobias and kind of right there, being in front of Alex Ronkovic the entire time, and just kind of had a complete mental hiccup and just stopped. Can't say I haven't been there with wall balls. It's easy just to be like, nah, screw this, I'm done. But he actually went through with it and did it, but bounced back and won a race in London just this past weekend, beating Magida, beating Chris Woolley. Pretty stacked field there. So he's fit. So I think of the Europeans, I think Michael Sandbach is going to be one of the athletes who will see kind of outperform his qualifying time and position, just because I think his fitness is really high. And like that London course kind of ran like an American course, and he was still like in this like 60-40 overall time, which if this Vegas course does run like a typical US based course, then I don't necessarily see a ton of people being under 60. Maybe the top 3 or 4 maybe will get under 60. And Michael Sandbach is one of those guys who I think can be under to be fighting for the top 5 position. And then as me, I'm the one who rounds it out. I'll be in there. I'm looking to outplace my position as 15th or 17th or whatever. Everybody's on notice. It's coming.
Realistically, what is the best place you could finish in this race?
3rd.
Now, as an athlete, no one dreams of being 3rd. No one lays in their bed at 10 and goes, I can't wait to grow up and be 3rd. Right. So, and I'm guessing that as you grew up, you were probably 1st place in a lot of things.
I was.
So tell me what that's like. We know, those of us that are really follow this, the Hyrox honks, we know that being 3rd to the likes of Hunter and the likes of Kent, who are fucking freaks of nature, right? But I'm a freak of nature, right? Is pretty amazing. So, but how do you reconcile with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like you're told to be positive and to dream big and this and that, but ultimately, like focusing on the result for me is harmful, right? And like a race like this, where it is pretty cut and dry, there's not a ton that can go wrong. In an OCR event, it could be like, yeah, who knows? Like something could happen. It could be, I could get first, I could get 10th. Like it could be anywhere in that mix. This is more like track and field, right? Like if you step to a line in a mile race and someone's a 4:10 miler and you're a 4:20 miler, you're probably not going to beat them that day, or in a long time. So those type of things really kind of factor in. And then knowing where I stand in terms of my fitness, it helps because I spend a lot of time with Kent. Like we live really close now, so I'm able to train with him. So I see him a lot, like what he's capable of. And just racing Hunter in Dallas, like he pulled me out of my race. He was like fast and strong. Obviously, it's Hyrox, but like I didn't think he'd be that fast. So he's really fit. Kent's super fit, and I'm like, if I tried to race them and race their race, like I'll probably end up finishing 15th, 13th. So
there is that possibility, though, right? There still is that possibility that Hunter does an extra lap or someone gets DQ'd. Like, you never know. There still is that never know. And I think, as they say, like, that's why we play the game, because you still do never know.
You still never know, right? Like I could win based on some things, but if like
somebody could pull a fucking hammy mid race,
for sure.
We don't wish that upon anybody, but it could happen.
No, and but also like I don't. When thinking about my race, I can't count on something like that, right? Like I don't like. So it could be like, yeah, I could win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna like convince myself in my brain sitting on top of the podium. That I feel that's more damaging to me than anything. And if I'm looking at like from an analyst lens, since we're here on your show, what's the best I could do if we were doing a draft? I 3 to 5.
We don't do drafts here. That's that other show.
Let's
talk about the women.
Let's.
But I am 100% going to figure out how to figure this out. So just take a moment with me, audience. I'm really sorry, but think about it this way. This is just not now, but future events that we do here. First of all, okay, can we just talk about I've been wearing very short hair for many years now because who wants to deal with it? The minute I have to try to like comb it or put stuff in it, it's time to get a haircut. But guess what? Bought myself a little tube of stuff. Are you kidding me? Look at this. I look like $1 million.
What stuff? Because I mean, our hair texture and style are similar.
Funny enough, I went to buy it for my son, for Jackson. Okay, because Jackson finally gives a shit about his hair. No, it's just getting longer. But he has like emo kid thing, puts on a hoodie and he just kind of puts it, but it's not long enough to go in front of his eyes. But I just put a tiny dab of whatever the fuck, this $9.99 bottle of stuff at CVS, like nothing fancy. And look at this. Look at the flowing locks. This is 50 years old, my friend. 50. Okay.
Send me a link. Send me like an affiliate.
I mean, Rich, how old are you? How old are you right now?
36. Look at
okay. That. I mean, when you like, can you even imagine what being 50 is like? Can you just think about it. The next 14 years of your life might be like.
I can't. I can't even imagine.
Can you imagine towing the line at the pentathlon in the 2028 games when you like get off you get off the shooting and the swimming and whatever else, and then you do the OCR portion? You ready? Are you starting to train? Are you starting to learn how to fence?
I mean, it's always been a dream to be an Olympian. Now I can really see it and right there. We don't even know what we don't even know what the obstacles are going to look like.
Oh my God. Imagine how basic it has to be, how standardized and basic it has to be. A log.
I'm guessing it's going to be like one of the military ones, right? Just kind of like a straight through, up over a log, up over a cargo net, kind of things that kind of already exist at like military bases. It's not going to be like a cheese board, Yeah.
Cheese board will be the 2050 Olympic. Oh, look, where the listeners just went up. The watchers just went up. I guess they must like Olympic talk. We're taking your questions. You're online with Dickie and Matt. Talking Olympics, talking Hyrox. Put your questions in the comments.
Well,
I really do try to find out how to change my preferences. Go ahead.
We're talking the Olympic stuff still?
Yes, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an incredibly hot take, but I think that as much as it's not going to affect the athletes who exist right now, like, VJ Jones is probably not going to be an Olympian coming up. And
what about Hawk Call?
Can he fence?
He could learn in the next 8 years.
I don't know how they score the pentathlon. Like, if you're just awful at like one thing, does it really kill you? Like, can you not make it? Like, if you can't, like, are these guys like triathlon level swimmers? Are they like really not Olympic level, but like good swimmers? What do they look like? I don't even know anything about pentathlete. One thing I do know, lost Matt, is that Jack Daniels, the coach, his background is in modern pentathlon, so he might pick up some Daniels running formula to get you there. All right, I'm all alone now. Oh, you're back. Good.
I got it though. I think I got it.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm there. It is.
Hey, we got it.
Damn, looks good on there.
We got it. Look at that, Rich Ryan. How old are you, buddy?
What's that?
You said you're 36?
36.
So you just got aged out of the 35-year-old group.
What? Kent's 36 too. This is some bullshit.
Well, Kent is in the 35 to 39 group. You're in the 36 to 39 group.
Yeah. I mean, this is fine because it doesn't matter. Age group doesn't matter for this. That has been something that they've been doing at Dallas. Actually, they didn't pay out for elite. They just it wasn't an elite race, so everybody was in their own age group. So I won my age group there and got a sweet hoodie. They kind of give some cool stuff for the age group stuff. Those their swag is pretty nice, but the age group.
We're gonna pull up some women right now.
Yeah.
Those of you that hung in there with us, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Jack is gonna try to fuck with me. Okay, Jack, we're 100% still doing a preview episode with you. I called Rich Ryan to congratulate him, but we decided to kind of make it a little bit more.
Jack is phonetically.
Jack thinks I'm like what's her name? Like I'm like Mike and Caitlin, because Caitlin can't pronounce. Like I think I'm pretty good at pronouncing European names.
I'm not very good. So you can take it. So when Jack has to come in and correct, he can correct you, because I know. Maybe I'm just more aware of this than you are. You seem to be a little self-conscious about your pronunciation skills.
Well, I'm just like, well, who does he think I am? Okay, that's the men. Okay, sorry. We need to close the men and get the women. Okay, close this. Sorry, guys. We're gonna bring in the women's names. He thinks I'm some kind of idiot.
I don't think your intelligence is connected to how well you can pronounce.
Well, he thinks, what's the word I'm looking for then?
I mean, idiot is probably what you were looking for. That's probably what he thinks. But
okay. He thinks I can't say Viola Oberlander. He thinks I can't say Miriam von Rohr. He thinks I can't say Sabrina Rutig. It could be Rutig or Rutig. Like, what does he think? I can pronounce these names.
I don't know. I'm glad that you're that confident. I'm not.
Camilla Massa. Camilla, who I was told would do well this year, and then she did, sneaks in.
U.S. based athletes.
I'll tell you who I'm a big fan of is Dr. Greenlee. First Hyrox ever, super busy seeing patients during the day. Boom, drops in the 9th best time, and I don't think she was bumped. I think like it was the bottom that got bumped up. She that's a clean time for her, 107.37.
She was on a course that was not fast. New York was really a hard, slow course. So
let's say she takes 2 minutes off that. She's immediately in podium contention.
And she ran that race all by herself. She was in first after the ski erg. So like sometimes, I mean, generally you'd imagine it's better for an athlete, but sometimes it can kind of, especially in a race like this, might pull someone out a little bit too fast and could have them be spit out the back. But ultimately, like, yeah, she's just tapping into this. So she's really going to be an interesting like wild card to watch for top 3. I think she's a podium threat.
Right. So Dina and Tom, don't they hold some kind of doubles record? Do they hold the mixed doubles record?
I think does Tom have the doubles record with Hunter too? Who's Hunter have that record with? No, the mixed doubles just got broken. It was like Lucas, And I think just like he picked up like a regular runner. Viola had it with a partner before, but I think that dude Lucas, whose last name I don't know how to pronounce, Jack. Um, Storvath, something. I'm gonna try anyway. They have the doubles. They just broke the doubles record. I don't know if Dina and Tom have that record.
My phone is ringing. Everything's so busy today. So what do you think about Chris? We know Chris. Everybody loves Chris. What do you think she would have to do to make up a couple minutes here?
Well, I mean, the thing with Chris is that she's so dialed in with herself and how she feels and how she runs that she's not going to have the competition like dictate her race in any way. And I think that she's making progress. So in terms of her to make a jump from a 69 to a 65 is probably unlikely. So it would be a case of her running a good race, eating up the competition that falls out the back, and like seeing where that puts her with some people who aren't in front of her, like Lauren Weeks, and like we don't know how Rachel's feeling. You know, like those are athletes that like those are positions that where she could come up. If these athletes from Europe have a hard time with, they're not, or they don't, or they have a hard time with the sleds, then I could realistically see her placing really well. I can't see her time getting 3 to 5 minutes faster.
You know, I noticed. I just noticed who isn't coming for the men. Who was the guy that snuck in the podium at the last World Champs?
Oh, Thiago Lusa. Yeah, he didn't qualify.
Interesting.
Yeah, it seemed like he came to the season kind of late. He raced at the European Championships, went out hard, didn't do it. Oh, Thiago's who got third in London.
Thank you. Right.
So he came on. He's in good shape, but like, if you weren't going to qualify at Maastricht, that race that was like super fast, then it's going to be hard to qualify anywhere else.
Yeah, the only men's name that is difficult to pronounce is the 7th place man who they call Tom Tverdik Tomas or Tomas Tverdik.
Tverdik, yeah, I just bypassed it.
That's the only name. Everybody else is easy to pronounce. So screw you, Jack Bauer.
Is this now the intention of this live episode, just to prove that you can pronounce these names?
Well, you're going to take a shot at me. You know what I mean? Then I've got to stand up for myself.
Oh, they changed it. It's on the website now.
Oh, website's live.
About it. But yeah, I think on the women's side, it's going to be interesting how Miriam and Viola, like that battle that was they both were kind of coming off of COVID at Maastricht, and Miriam did like.
I've got nothing. When I hit elite ranking, I get nothing. Do I need to open in a new window?
I don't know. It's just updated for me. I didn't even have to refresh it.
I'm gonna go to a new incognito tab. Nope. Where are you looking at? Leaderboard or elite ranking? What are you looking at?
Whenever I go to do it, I go in through Hyrox America's link tree.
Okay. Hyrox. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Let's try that. I went to the site first. Silly me.
Yeah, the site is like it's hard to it's not as intuitive as I want it to be.
Okay, let's try this way. Oh, Jesus. Now it wants to send me a code. For fuck's sake. I'm not doing that. Well, listen, thanks for hopping on a short notice. Congratulations, Rich Ryan.
Thank you. I'll be there.
I land Friday morning. When do you land?
Thursday morning. Pretty early.
Okay. So, will you meet me for a coffee?
Sure.
How do you take your coffee? How about a little shakeout run?
Potentially. Just black. Always.
You're a real man.
And Dunkin's not my jam. So I might have to. Do they have Dunkin' in Vegas?
They do. I would probably hit a Starbucks first. So, I announced earlier. We'll let you guys go with this. I announced earlier myself, Jack, Dave Claxton, and I will be doing a preview show for Hyrox. We're recording it Saturday. It'll be out Sunday or Monday, and then we'll also be recording a Big Bear preview. When and where can people? When and where can people watch? Will you have some sort of draft for Big Bear?
We are going to do a draft, so we'll just follow Reinforced Running Rich. We're going to do same old Duncan slander, never. Same old draft format. So it's we'll keep you posted on what's going on with that for Big Bear. So some cool stuff coming down the pipeline for that. Check out Savage Race coverage.
Oh yeah, Savage. Sorry, Savage. I wanted to say Charlotte, but it's not Charlotte. Charleston. Savage Charleston this weekend. Me and Bracken on the coverage. You want to know who's going to be there?
Nope, no Kempson. I heard.
Well, oh no, Kempson's going. Kempson's doing the
I
series.
think he hurt himself.
No, he didn't.
This is an option, isn't it?
Dude,
he did
Kempson.
He did his optional one last the Georgia race.
Okay, Kempson announced his schedule. No, the next one he's doing is Maryland, but he will be at Big Bear.
I think he turned his ankle. I think
he'll be at Big Bear. He'll be at Savage, Ohio. I guess that's the last one.
Right. Yeah, Maryland and Ohio are the last two, and those are mandatory. So like the Georgia and the Charleston.
You could pick one or the other. Well, but I've got a list. Hang on. I've got a list, my friend. You know what? Fuck you. I'm not going to find it. Fuck you guys. I mean, not fuck you guys. Fuck you, Rich. Fuck you, everybody. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying fuck you. I think I have Tourette's. Hang on. I'm opening like 12 things now. All right, buddy. Big Bear. Look at this. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I wonder if I can
Lots of hiking.
I wonder if I can erase that part. You think I can erase that part?
But you swearing or what?
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to go in and edit it all. I don't know. There's those softwares that you can like search for words.
Well, you should be on Restream, okay?
That's what it brings. I'm sold.
All right, everybody. Live coverage coming to you soon. This weekend, Savage. Next weekend, Hyrox. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Cool.
See you. Thanks, man.